This video is a very brief introduction to how to enter data into SPSS. So I'm showing you my desktop here, and I go down to the corner to find SPSS. The version here is 22. So when this opens, you may have to search for it on some computers. It's under the IBM folder. So we're going to go to new data set here and then OK. And so we see the typical screens. Don't forget we've got two screens here. One's the variable view, which allows us to enter variables, and the other's the data view. So the data we want to enter today is actually available on our Moodle page for DSAW 7102, and I'll just show you that very briefly. So here's the page, a lot of different items here. Here's the quantitative analysis section. You've got a section on SPSS workbooks, and I'll make reference to that in a moment. And you've also got a folder on data, and the data I'm going to use can be found in there, and it's actually this sheet here. So it relates to the booklet number 1B, and it's involved in patients admitted to hospital, their length of stay, and so forth. So this is the format that the data will look like actually in the data page of SPSS. So how do we put that in? Well, let's look at the first variable, which is length of stay. So you go back to SPSS, variable view, and it turns yellow when you've got variable view. And if we put length, no, maybe stay is better, stay there. Type, well, it is a numeric one. The type of measure it is a scale measure, because clearly the length of stay is a continuous variable. It could be 2 days, 2.5 days, whatever. So that's that one. Okay, what else have we got on here? We've got the consultant. Now this is interesting, because actually the consultant is a nominal variable. It could be Dr. Jones, Dr. Smith, whatever it is. And if you scan down here, we've got 3 different numbers. And what they've done is to actually apply a code here for the consultant. This is good. They've actually taken the hard work out for us in a sense, because SPSS will not be able to assimilate terms like Dr. Jones. We have to have a number in its stead. So if we go to our variable now, and we have type, well, actually it's not, it's a string variable, and really, no, I think we'll stick to it. It will be it is a numeric variable. It's this, here's the bit that's actually nominal. So we need to put values in. So I don't remember what these doctors are. Oh yes, it's down here. Here we go. Smith, Jones, and Wilder. Right, okay. So 1 is Smith, 2 is Jones, 3 is Wilder. So we're adding those 3 permutations, and so here are the options coming up there. Okay, so let's go to data view for a moment now then, and so far we can see that we've entered in 2 variables, and if we wanted to we could start entering data. So for example then, looking at our sheet, we can see that number 1 patient stayed for 9 days, number 2 10, 3 18. So if I wanted to, I could say okay then, patient 1 9 days, 2 10 days, 3 18. I can enter them manually one by one in that way. I could also say okay, consultant, what was it, 2 lots of Smith and then a Jones, so it's 1 1 2. I can do this manually, no trouble at all. But clearly if you've got a big data set, this is quite hard work. So I can actually go to my Word document that I've got here. It could be an Excel spreadsheet, and I can highlight the numbers I want. So I've done the first 3, I'm highlighting the others, and I can copy them, close that down a minute, and then I can go down as far as 20 here, and right click and paste. So that's a lot easier, and I can do the same with the consultant. And in fact then, for a set of data like this, which has been effectively coded nicely for us already, then we could actually copy and paste the whole lot. So you can see that we've got coding on gender. We've got 1 or 2, obviously male or female, and underneath it tells us 1 is female, 2 is male, as it happens. Diagnosis has been coded for as well here, and as it happens, again, we've got 2 options. 1, chronic illness, 2, trauma. Smoking likewise has been coded. So these are actually nominal variables in the sense that it's a yes or a no, or it's a type of illness or whatever. It's been given a code or a number. The weight OA, what's that? I can't remember what OA means, but it doesn't matter. Oh, on admission, I think it is. Yeah, it's on admission. So that's a continuous variable. It's a proper numeric variable. So we could, so that's fairly straightforward. So perhaps let's put that one in next just to demonstrate. So if we go back to our variable view, we might decide that we're interested in weight, and that's numeric. That's going to be scale. It doesn't need a value label here because it's a scale variable. Data, we now have weight, so I'm sort of picking and choosing here now. I've decided not to put it all in. I'm taking a column here, copy, and down I go, and paste, and there it is. And let's do one more. So back to variable view. I'm going to pick one of my coded ones. So this last column here, income, and it says we've got 3 options here: below national, national, and above national. We don't know what this means as it happens, but so let's put this in. So we've got last one then will be income. It's actually a nominal variable, but it's going to be numeric because we're going to put values in, and 1 was below average, 2 was average, 3 average. Okay. And in the data view now, our income heading is there. If we go back to our data, we can copy and paste straight into SPSS. Now it may be that you don't want to do anything more at this point, so you just want to save. So it's File, Save As, and this will save as, you noticed, a SAV file. So let's call it, what was it? You want to call it really, and you save it to wherever you want to. But this will only now be something that you can use in SPSS. It's not transferable to Excel or any other process. So a very quick guide onto how to enter data.